Hi, I'm Bill Smolsky with the MacIver Institute, and this is your MacIver News Bulletin. It's Wednesday, April 1st. There were 199 new cases of coronavirus in Wisconsin today. That's the biggest single-day increase yet. In Milwaukee County, there were 106 new cases. Throughout the state, there have been 24 deaths, and DHS is now reporting the hospitalization rate. It's currently at 26%. Meanwhile, Election Day is less than a week away, and some people are doing everything they can to stop it. There are currently 3 lawsuits in federal court targeting Wisconsin's April 7th election. One wants to delay Election Day. One wants to keep the polls closed and hold the election entirely by mail-in absentee ballots. And another wants to remove the requirement that a witness sign each absentee ballot. The federal judge says he does not want to move Election Day, but is considering ways to expand voting. Over the weekend, Governor Evers asked the legislature to pass a law to automatically send an absentee ballot to every registered voter in the state for the April 7th election. Lawmakers say not only is that logistically impossible, it opens the door to massive fraud.
Under the way that many Democrats wanted, they didn't want to have a photo ID requirement. They didn't want to have a witness. It was just fill it out and send it back and get it counted. Well, how do we know that it's going to just one person? How do we ensure that they're actually legally allowed to vote in that district because they still reside there?
To float the idea, just for the purposes of CYA, that they were going to find enough outer envelopes, ballots themselves, inner envelopes with first-class postage, and mail it out to 3.3 million people in Wisconsin is completely made up and, like I said, disingenuous.
I think it was never really a serious proposal, and I think the way that we're doing it now, where you still have to have a photo ID, you still have to make sure you request a ballot and it's signed to one person, is the way that we can give people access to the ballot box, but also do it in a way that ensures that we're not going to have fraud, and something that none of us would hopefully support.
Governor Evers now says he's going to call out the National Guard to work the polls. The Wisconsin Supreme Court ordered the county clerks in Milwaukee and Dane counties to stop telling people they can lie on their absentee ballot request forms. The clerks told voters to check the box claiming they are indefinitely confined due to illness, even if they are not. That would let them get away with not complying with the state's voter ID law. However, lying about that is a crime and could land voters in criminal court and have their votes tossed out. The Wisconsin Elections Commission, on the other hand, decided not to investigate the matter or take further actions. The Evers administration is making some big decisions that directly impact people's lives, their livelihoods, and their tax dollars, but they don't have a lot of information driving those decisions. During press conferences, Governor Evers and his administration have been unable to answer basic questions like recovery rates, supply needs, and until Wednesday, hospitalization rates. Despite lacking this baseline knowledge, the governor is proposing hundreds of millions of dollars in new spending.
I have a number of my senators right now that are reaching out directly to the secretary's office, just asking exactly for that. They would like more data and more proof that the moves that are being made by the administration are being driven by data.
It's not like we're in this alone. You can look around the country and you see the data that's being put out by Minnesota or Texas or other parts of the country. It is much more comprehensive than the data that we are getting out of our state government. So I know we're all in, a very challenging time, but if other governments around the country can step up and do it, I know Wisconsin can too. So hopefully in the very near future we have that data so the public can make their own decisions and not just rely on anecdotes and rumors.
The MacIver Institute is posting new charts, tables, and analysis every day to help you track and understand the spread of coronavirus in Wisconsin. Be sure to check it out at www.maciverinstitute.com and on our Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube accounts. For the MacIver Institute, I'm Bill Smolsky, and this has been your MacIver News Bulletin.